My balls! I don't want my balls sticking to my legs!
What's happening?
I had to make a video about this because it's got me so pissed off and I don't even know, maybe you can relate. So let's have a little watch and a little talk about it.
My balls! I don't want my balls sticking to my legs!
Manspreading is when a man spreads his physical body to take up as much space as humanly possible.
Manspreading is when a man spreads himself as much as physically possible to take up as much room as possible. No, it's not. Manspreading. Oh my god, this is fucking stupid. Manspreading is when a guy wants to sit down and not squash his balls. Now I'm sorry women, but us guys have something between our legs, and if you sit like this, it starts to fucking get uncomfortable.
The people around you are relegated to a very small portion, but the key to manspreading is not noticing.
These guys there, right? Some dick has taken a photo. Oh, look at these guys taking up so much room. They're manspreading. Oh my god. You can see in the photo they've moved to the left so they can open their legs a little bit. So the person to the right of them isn't squashed. I think that's quite polite.
We grow up on two different tracks. People who manspread just are socialized not to worry about it.
Some of these pictures is not even bad. Like, they're making such a big deal out of it, like we're taking up so much room. I've sat on a bus before for a very long journey. Oh my god, you cannot sit with your legs closed. It fucking hurts. And it's uncomfortable. Who wants to be uncomfortable? Now, don't get me wrong, before you start hating all you crazy women, or guys, I can completely understand like personal space in areas like the subway, you know, trains, fucking buses, coaches, anything like that, even aeroplanes, yeah? But there's a difference between men that are slightly opening their legs and people want to take up as much room as humanly possible.
So many vivid memories as a child of my mum telling me to close my leg.
Well, maybe your mum was telling you to close your legs for a different reason. Slag?
With gender, we're constantly working towards trying to get to this middle.
This week of manspreading is definitely going to make me feel anxious. As much as a super strong feminist, I want to say it won't.
I kind of secretly hope to annoy some men.
This manspreading is gonna make me feel really nervous because I'm a feminist. You're not a feminist. I can't say it, can I? You're a feminazi.
That's my first train trip as a manspreader. I just feel like a monster already. How can you do this every day without being conscious of it?
So you're not even manspreading, you sat there like a dick. Like you've even got the attitude of everyone, look at me, I'm trying to take up as much room as fucking possible. I don't give a shit. Oh.
It's day 2 of manspreading and I forgot that I had to do this.
It's not even that bad. Like they're showing video of them manspreading, sitting like a man. But it's not even that bad. I don't see the problem. Like there's cases like this. Well, yeah, that's bad, but that's not manspreading. That's like just taking up as much room because you want to, or you're not polite. There's a difference between a polite person and fucking sitting like that. I sit like that, and I think I'm quite polite.
I think whenever a woman takes up space, she's considered bossy, she's considered aggressive. There are a lot of stereotypes surrounding black women. And
I just love it, right? We have to manspread, so we have to sit like a motherfucking man. Have to sit like a man and take up as much room as fucking possible. No, you don't. You're doing an experiment just to sit there with your legs open, not to just fucking do the whole, yeah? What? I'm acting like a man.
Whether or not we're angry or we're dominant. And so maybe a lot of the reasons why I do minimalize my presence is because I don't want to be perceived or engage with.
See, like, why even sit like that? I've never seen a bloke sit there and eat like that. Like, you're just trying to prove a point. These women hate men and they're trying to fucking make a point. They're feminazis. Do you honestly, do you sit like that when you go out and eat? Like, what's up guys, just trying to eat my dinner here, taking up as much room as humanly possible. Taking up as much room as humanly as possible.
I just got my nails done and I manspread during my entire manicure and nobody really seemed to notice.
And that's maybe because people don't give a shit and you're the only people that are making a massive fucking deal out of it.
I'm halfway through the week and really not enjoying this experiment at all. I'm still giving my seat up to people who need it because of course I am.
Oh, it's such a fucking hard experiment to sit there with your legs open a little bit. Like I just said, I sit like that, but I still give my seat up to some old lady or mum with a baby. It's not to do with... They're making this video about how men are not polite, not about how they're sitting. The video's gone way off track already.
What is it between their legs that's so important?
Your balls? Maybe your balls? Maybe your balls are so fucking important? Maybe if I sat there and I squished your tits together all day tan, then maybe you'd complain.
That it requires 2 to 3 seats when there are kids, families, women and elderly people standing up.
She just said that it takes up 2 to 3 seats, where they just showed a video of 2 men just sat next to each other. Am I the only one that sees that there's nothing wrong with this?
I saw a guy who was taking up 2 seats. When I sat down, I spread my legs out, which kind of pushed his leg into his own seat, and he turned to me and gave me a dirty look and said, "Seriously?"
Women are expected to be quiet, small and almost invisible, whereas men can be these boisterous slobs and it's all good.
See that right there? That's not manspreading, is it? That's just a bloke being a bit of an idiot. Like, yeah, I wouldn't do that, and I understand why you're pissed off that that guy is doing that, because he's taking up 3 to 2 seats just by laying down. But that's not nothing to fucking do with manspreading. Like I said, this video, like this woman just said, is all about aimed at men. They're trying to get one up on men. Now, people might think that I'm just trying to defend men in this, but in a way I kind of am, because we're not all just these vicious slobs that want to take up as much
room as humanly possible.
I've not enjoyed this week at all. The very first day where a group of people came on, they were going to a game and they were all desperate for a seat and I was taking up 3 seats and they started talking about personal space. All their eyes were just on me and they were mostly women.
She's not even manspreading or sit, like she's just sat there with her legs. She's just trying to take up space. I don't know how many times I have to say this. This video is not about men sitting with their fucking legs open. It's just triggered at men because they hate men.
Around you.
To the man that's taking up too much space on a bus, on the plane, on the bench, we see you. You don't need that much room. To the young women out there, I say, you should definitely be aware of your surroundings. If there's something that you want, if there's something you want to say, if there's a position that you want to hold, take up that space. You deserve that space.
Girl, you take up space. You fill the room with your crotch.
You fill the room with your crotch.
You fill the room with your crotch. You fill the room with your crotch.
You fill the room with your crotch. Because that's exactly what men are doing. They're filling the room with their crotch. Filling the room.
This is just men sitting so they're comfortable. Everyone wants to have a little bit of comfort, but it doesn't mean that we're trying to just get in your fucking face or fill the room with our crotch. Filling the room with our crotch. So yeah, I had to talk about this because it had me so fucking angry. So guys, remember, stop taking up as much room as physically as fucking, you know, possible by fucking sitting like that. This was my, you know, I didn't come into this just all one-sided, guys. Come on, I understand that this is like unacceptable, this is okay. Yeah. Please show your support by subscribing and sharing. It would mean a lot. Like this video if you want me to carry on making reactions. Hit like this video anyway if you didn't like it. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.